I don't know what this is, but it's kind of hot.
Hey everybody, and it's me, your boy, Caleb, and today I'm here to finally finish my 3-part video on the YandereDev drama. Now sadly, I will be covering Ansem once more next Wednesday, but that's more about the game than the dev, and that will also hopefully be my last Yandere related video for at least a long time, as these videos are essentially just an unending source of stress for me. But anyway, today I'll be going over Dev's blog posts, some more criticisms, and probably some other stuff that I can't remember at the moment. So let's start this video off with this screenshot, and you're probably wondering why I have this. Well, my boy @SuperEmeryG sent me this screenshot over Twitter where we see Dev explaining that the Unity assets are legally allowed to be in his game as per their own terms of service, even though he is planning on changing them anyway. And he also brings up the fact that the grass model people are always bringing up was replaced over 2 years ago after he was called out for it. So, you know, just wanted to bring that up as that is a common criticism. However, that's not to say that he doesn't avoid crediting other things. Several assets in his game are unauthorized, and there are a large amount of fan art images that also went uncredited. Fact, this is not okay. This is a completely valid criticism. Question, does this valid criticism change your perception of Dev? Tell me in the comment section down below. Now, on to his blog. Regarding the tiny build issue, he explains that the tiny build programmer basically wasn't able to do anything without disrupting the gameplay, so Dev had him sent back. Well, there's more of a TLDR, but I really don't want to go through any more of that post. I would recommend reading it yourself, though. It clears a lot up.
I'm a human being with emotions. I'm frequently put into very unpleasant and stressful situations, and sometimes my judgment is clouded by frustration and anger. As a result, there have been times when I was short-tempered and rude. These moments account for less than 1% of my interactions with other people. These people judge me exclusively on those 1% of regretful moments. It validates what they want to believe.
He openly admits here that his anger issues often cloud his judgment, and that he says awful things sometimes. Fact, him admitting this is a huge step forward in terms of PR. He also admits all the stupid stuff he did in his teenage years and his early 20s, which is another great step forward. And he also admits that disabling the comments was one of the stupidest things he's ever done. And he also admits that he can't handle criticism very well. He then goes on to explain why him avoiding and explaining the tiny build situation was likely a big reason for the drama at first, which is a fact. Overall, this post is great in terms of improving PR. But here's the real big thing we should talk about, his new subreddit. Now, I'm pretty torn on this subject. I really don't think Dev should be running this subreddit for his own game. I'm actually pretty sure that's against the Reddit rules. And obviously there's heavy censorship on there, executed by the team of moderators he's hired. But here's the thing. The unofficial subreddit that everyone had been using before has gotten bad in the last few weeks. So much negativity, so much hatred, it honestly stressed me out just reading anything on there. Whereas this new subreddit is all positive, which is a breath of fresh air. And plus, Dev says that criticism is okay as long as it's not negative or hateful, which seems like a great rule in theory. I'm very worried that he won't stick to this, and that he'll end up deleting tons of stuff on one of his more, stressful days. I don't know. Question, what are your thoughts on this new subreddit? Let me know in the comment section down below. Oh, and also, Dev clarifies once again that he only checks the subreddit for like an hour a day, further backing up the schedule I talked about in last week's video. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is this screenshot here. Dev told somebody to kill themselves, is usually its caption. Now, he actually later explained that he had mixed this person up with somebody else, a troll who kept spamming stuff like kill yourself in the Discord. Now, this obviously absolutely does not justify his words and actions, but it does give us a little insight into his reasoning. Plus, we can again attribute this to stress, anxiety, and anger issues. So bottom line, part 3 is way shorter than parts 2 and 1. Oh, and also bottom line, Dev needs to spend his day off he should at least do anything else besides spending the game on video games, because that's just Nah. Most of all, he should use his day off to see a therapist. Because depression, anxiety, anger issues, possibly deeper mental illness, they shouldn't be just left idle. Then they just grow and get worse. If he wants to improve the situation he's in, a psychiatrist or therapist would really be his best bet. And he might possibly want to consider seeing a doctor and getting prescribed some medication. Granted, most depression meds do absolutely nothing and often make things worse, but it's definitely worth a shot. It's better than doing nothing. Now, mental illness obviously is not an excuse for his actions, but we should focus more on trying to help his situation rather than attacking him for it. We as a community should be choosing to help rather than to hurt, because we know Dev can't handle negative criticism. So why do we amp it up? I don't know, shouldn't we be chilling out a little bit? All I'm suggesting is that we focus more on positivity, because you never know when your words might truly hurt someone. Awareness is key. So, that was a lot of YandereDev, jeez. And as I previously mentioned, once I release Wednesday's video about Yandere Sims engine issues, I should be done with this topic for a long time, and that's a good thing. Oh, and hey, Patreon! I got myself one of these things. So head over to www.patreon.com/totallysawesome and, you know, I don't know, pledge like $1 or something. It would really help me keep my schedule consistent and would also help ensure that I can provide you guys with only the most top tier of videos. But yeah, also if you do join my Patreon, then you can get cool exclusive content like behind the scenes videos, bonus videos, and channel highlights, compilations, and stuffsies. So check that out. It would mean a lot to me. Now, those like monthly benefits are just drafts at the moment, and I'll probably alter them a bit in the near future, so keep that in mind. But regardless, please comment down below all your thoughts on my video and the drama. I try to respond to all critical comments I get, so if you got beef with me, I'm more than happy to hear it, especially since I can use criticism to make my content better in the future.
So, leave a like on the video if you did indeed like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you already are subscribed, then hit that notification bell to be notified whenever we release one of our flabbergasting videos. And as always,
thanks for watching.